Hi, welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. Anyway, the coronavirus stuff is continuing, and we are seeing a lot of back orders with Stampin' Up. So I just wanted to remind everybody, if you guys don't remember, we have this Christmas Time is Here suite. It's still available in my online store. And although it's hard to think about Christmas in April, you can make some gorgeous projects that aren't Christmas with this set. Like this is the big giant rose that's from the set. Isn't that gorgeous? The Christmas rose. And you just color it in different ways. But what's really awesome is it had the gold shimmer ribbon, and these fabulous glitter enamel dots are also still available. And so we're actually going to use some of those today on today's project. But I just wanted to remind you guys a little bit about the Christmas Time is Here suite. You can find this information on my website, so that you can download the PDF to see it. And of course, we don't have like the little thing on the side, in the side menu, to actually go directly to the suite. You just need to type in Christmas Rose or Christmas Time, one word, is Here suite in the search function to pull up the things. So, and I just wanted to let you guys see the dies. So the dies are pretty awesome. These are the rose dies. It has this really gorgeous label and these little side filigree pretty thing, and then we have two of these lovely decorative pieces. This is the big, it cuts out the big the giant rose piece, and then here's another label. So it's a really lovely set. I didn't use it on this one. I used that on the other one. I showed another one with the gorgeous DSP. Is also up on my website. But so this is the big rose. Isn't that gorgeous? The only thing I'd say that you might not realize with this giant rose is you do need to get our biggest block with it, the F block. So if you don't have an F block, you kind of need the F block to make to use this red rubber rose, which is so gorgeous. And these are distinctive. The pieces that you can use to color in, which is our photopolymer set. And then the sentiments are Christmas. So if you want to get ahead of next year's Christmas cards, you totally can. But it's so beautiful, the pieces that you can do as well. And again, like I said, on this card, I actually used my blends with the petal pink and the light Calypso coral. And you can see that one's up on my blog now. But I also used the Scripty 3D embossing folder in the background on the petal pink. It just turned out so nice. I was really, really happy with the way that looks. So I'll have some more non-Christmas, Christmas Time is Here cards up on my blog. So just keep that in mind, because all these things are still available. And with all these back orders, sometimes it gets hard, because our fabulous Christmas Time is Here, our Ornate Garden Suite is now available for customers, but the border, our ornate border dies are on back order. So you can order the whole suite, and then they'll just ship the ornate border dies separate, or you can get the bundle, and then they'll just send you that later when it's on back order, because I don't think it's on the non-orderable left. But this is the fabulous thank you set that goes with it. And then of course there is, this one's fabulous, the ornate style stamp set, which is still available, and the ornate Leo dies, which are also, like, these are not on back order, and these are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. The gilded gems, and the Ornate Garden Ribbon combo pack, and the Ornate Flower 3D embossing folder, and the fabulous DSP. So we're actually going to use a piece of the DSP today. I love all of these lovely daisy florals. Hi Karen! I love them all. So we're going to actually use a piece of that today. And I've been playing with the roses, and now I'm doing the daisies, which is nice. And also, don't forget that the 10th, which is coming up quick, I think today's the 7th, the 10th is the last day to get your March kit, and the April paper pumpkin, and the April one has all your family member stuff. So it's going to have a Mother's Day stamp sentiment and a Father's Day stamp sentiment, plus other members of your family. And again, it makes 8 cards. So you can go ahead and check that out and make sure you get a hold of that, because the 10th is the last day for this fabulous set. And of course, you can still there's still quite a bit of stuff that's fabulous in our mini catalog that's good until June 2nd, and then our annual catalog is coming up. So I just want to also remember that April is our month when we are doing our catalog mailing service with Stampin' Up. So if you haven't ordered from me and you want a catalog, you definitely PM me so I can get one out to you so I can put you on the list. Hi, Debbie. So I'm going to play with, I've been loving note cards, and one of the things that's great about note cards is whether you're have a limited amount of space and you don't have like a lot of cardstock, you can buy the pack of the your note cards, and they come in Whisper White and vanilla, and they're a pack of 20. So you can get 20 cards and 20 envelopes. And what's also is the Whisper White is actually thick in here, which is pretty awesome. But you can get like a lot of cards, and they are mailable, which is pretty awesome. I love the note cards. And so I was playing with this DSP today. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love this DSP. But I love daisies. I'm terribly allergic, but I love them. And let's see, I've got most of the pack. I've actually used quite a bit of it up. So here's this pretty, this is the Ornate Garden Specialty DSP. This just totally reminds me of Holly Hobby. Then it has this beautiful gold on the outside, which is on the back, which is so fabulous for coloring with your blends. There's this gorgeous floral, oh, I love that, with this other beautiful green on the back. Let's see, I showed you guys this one. Here we go. Put the rest of these colors out. So can you guys see that? It's a gold on mint Macaron, and then it has this beautiful, gorgeous. Oh, I need to use some of this paper. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. And then here's the daisy one that we're going to use today, and it has that pretty. It has a smaller gold print on it, and then this pretty green with a old olive with gold. Isn't that gorgeous? Super gorgeous. And then this pretty daisy print with, I think this is terracotta tile on the back. Isn't that pretty? Super pretty. And again, we're going to use Saffron today, but this is actually, I believe, Bumblebee. So that's one of the new ink colors that's coming out. Because our other colors doesn't exactly match. It still looks pretty good. So, but I love this DSP, and it matches, the stamp set matches very good with our Daisy Lane and our Daisy Delight. And I don't know if you're familiar with these two. You can get them in the catalog. We have two punches that match. We have one that's the big Daisy punch, and then the medium Daisy punch. And we're actually going to use a medium Daisy punch today. But this, look at that flower, looks very similar to this flower right here. So it's kind of cool when they have them all kind of coordinate. And we're going to actually use the punches today. I'm actually going to use our leaf punch and the medium daisy punch and our pretty label punch. So I love punches. That way, in case you don't have all of the die cutting, sometimes having the punches makes things pretty awesome. So again, like I said, I'm using the note card, and they come pre-scored, and they come with an envelope that matches, and it is a thick Whisper White. So although it is pre-scored, I find that I really need my bone folder to make a nice crisp edge, and it does, because it's the thick. You definitely need to score it. But yeah, I love that. A nice crisp. On my brand new bone folders, they're pretty. It's so clean. Most of my bone folders are super dirty and broken. I dropped them. Look at how dirty that is. I've dropped it and it's all chipped. So I have a beautiful clean one. That's awesome. Anyway, so because I'm using this beautiful white paper, I want to make sure I use my new clean one. And then, okay, so the measurements for our note cards, it's 5 inches by 7 inches. So 7 inches by 5 inches. So the middle, it's scored at 3.5. And I went ahead and made my mint Macaron. So when you have these fabulous colors on the back of your DSP pack, they always have this like the sticker, and this sticker tells you what colors that match, right? So that if you ever have any trouble which colors are actually within your DSP, your designer series paper, you can always check that out, right? This says Bumblebee, Early Espresso, Macaron, Old Olive, Terracotta Tile, and Whisper White. Right, so on this one, I went against it and used the old olive, but I kind of like the way it was dark and pretty. And then on this one, I actually used the old olive, which matches this old olive, and I used the vellum, that perennial essence, old olive vellum. Isn't that pretty, to make that one? But on this one, I think I'm going to make it with Macaron. So this one I did with a lot more white, and I just used my dark soft suede to outline the smile, and then I just left it white background. And this one I used an extra piece of Mossy Meadow, I almost said it wrong, Mossy Meadow, to be in the back, and then I used that to cut out my leaf, the leaf punch, and then to back it with this my pretty label to add them, to give it a little bit more dark so it pops a little bit more. And then I used the gold ribbon that way, and on this one I used the gold ribbon as like a little loop, which I really love using the little loops. It's so cute. Very fabulous. So those are different. So this one I'm going to kind of combine the two. I'm going to go ahead and use, oh, this is not the right one that I cut. Let's see. It's here somewhere. Dun, dun. I cut my piece of Macaron. What did I do with it? This is not the right size. I actually wrote down the right size. I had it in one of my cards, and then I was moving everything out of the way before I started, and it looks like I moved it out of the way. Oh well. Here it is. Does that? Here it is. It was still on my cutter. There you go. Muy bien. Okay, so this piece of Macaron is 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. And so when I cut my DSP piece, it was 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. And of course, I'll have all these measurements up on my blog when I get all these pictures taken and get all the measurements up earlier. Okay, so we can put that on there. I'm going to put that on like that. And then I am going to cut up some pretty daisies to put on it. Let's see. So how should we do the bow? Do we like the little loopy bow, or do you think we like to have a little bit of the strip and this have a bow? Hi, Ann. I'm not sure. I really like the golds, and I also pulled out a piece of gold foil. So let's wait on that. Let's put it together. Let's see how it looks. So I actually got a piece of this gold foil. I'm going to do the gold foil with the Macaron. So I'm going to go ahead and punch out a piece of this gold foil. And I'm going to use my paper snips, and I'm going to cut it lengthwise, just like this. That way I'm going to make that on top of here, so I can add more gold to my card front. Let me glue this out of the way so that we can see better. Then I want to see what it looks like to use add a piece of the gold with the daisy instead of the yellow. Let's see. So we needed a piece of that, and then I actually I did 2 different things with the daisies. On this one, I actually used 4 of the mini daisies to give it a little bit more dimension. And this one I only gave it 2. And the reason I did that was because when you mail these in the mail, you don't want to have it too much. Right? You can guys see the difference in the profiles. This one's harder to mail than this one because I actually didn't use dimensionals underneath my sentiment, and I didn't use 4 pieces, 4 of these. So let's just use 1 and 1 and see how that looks. Ooh. And see if the gold, oh, you know what, I kind of like that. So let's do that. Okay, so let's do the stamping. So I actually am going to use from the daisy, from our Daisy Delight stamp set, which is the one that actually matches the big daisy set. But it has these really nice centerpieces. Now you can actually stamp on your daisy with this one and then punch it out. But I'm actually going to just stamp the center because I want it mostly white. So I'm going to just stamp the center, and I'm going to stamp it in the soft suede. Now I know it says early espresso, but I was thinking that was just too dark for what I wanted. And I'm like totally into early espresso right now. Okay, so first I'm going to use the background spot. Now I just re-inked this, so it's really dark. So I'm going to actually stamp off twice. Now it is going to go a little bit over onto the edges of the daisy, but I'm okay with that. I like it. Okay, and then, oops, see how that looks? Isn't that pretty? It gives it that same center, the little dots. So pretty. Okay, and I'm going to use my chamois, clean my stuff off, and then we're going to do our smile. And I am going to use, I was thinking I was going to use the espresso, but let me see what it looks like with the mint macaron. It might be too light. So the thing with the smile, which I love the smile, but it is a really thin, it's a thin stamp. So it does, it's not really bold, but that looks pretty good. I think that'll be dark enough on the white. Yeah, that pretty? So pretty. So I use that, I stamp that in the Macaron to match. And then I'm going to use the Pretty Label punch to punch it out, but I'm going to put the smile a little bit lower. So it is centered, but it's not, it is a little bit lower because I want to put my daisy up at the top. Okay, there we go. Punch that out. Yay. Okay, and then we do need some leaves. So let me make sure I have this on the right one. Good. I don't want to punch my leaves out of my good piece. So I want a leaf that's in the mint macaron. And again, I think on one of them it has, I forget which one has the leaf that you can stamp on this. I think it's the painted harvest. I am just gonna use my fingers and kind of just bend my leaves a little bit to get a little bit of dimension instead of stamping on it. You can also use your bone folder to do like a little bit of a crease, so it looks like a little vein too, if you like. Do you guys see that? How cute that is. And okay, there we go. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to use my snail to attach my gold foil Pretty Label punch pieces to give it that nice edge, nice golden edge. I do like that. So you get that on there. It almost looks like a cloud, but it's pretty, right? Oh, very nice. Okay, and then look at that. It makes a perfect space right there for the pretty ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and again, this is a part of the Christmas Time is Here suite, this gold shimmer ribbon, but it is still available, as well as these fabulous gold glimmer dots. So if you don't want to use the glinted ones, if you want some more glitter instead of the gilded, which are still really, really lovely, you can do that. Okay, so let's attach our things together. So I'm going to use a glue dot. Remember, I used the tie thing to help keep my little glue dots under control. So I'm just going to add the glue dot to the bottom of when it works. And then I'm going to make sure that when I put it on top that I've got, so it's not like right on top, right? So that it's spread a little bit, just like that. Oh, it's pretty. And then I want to add some Wink of Stella to the middle because, again, Wink of Stella is awesome. But remember, when you're using these really dark colors, they will bleed. Your glitter pen will pick it up because you can actually paint with your glitter pen. So just be careful that you don't actually sweep too much ink and all around. There we go. Add some glitter. I love glitter. Glitter's fabulous. Okay, so now we know we want that. And we've got this. So let's look and see. Do we want the gold to go underneath, or do I want a gold ribbon? I kind of like the way the texture looks with the little gold loop. So let's do a little gold loop. Let's see. So you just need a little piece. what's really cool about the loops is if you don't have a lot, especially if you have like scraps where you like cut too much for a ribbon or a bow and you have a bunch of little pieces, I always keep my scraps because you can totally use these and loop them, and I love to loop them. If you see on, what did I do with this card right here? On this one, I actually looped this, and then this little pink, the pink striped organdy one, I looped underneath as well. So it's a really kind of fun way to use your ribbon that's different, which I love. Okay, so we want to build this up, and I'm going to take my glue dot on here and just put it on there like that. Oh, that's pretty. And then I need another glue dot. Make sure when you're putting your glue dot on the right side, so I'm building it. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that. Yeah, I like pretty. Okay, so now we've got our flower and we have our smile, and now we can do this. Okay, so because I did that, let's not do let's not add more ribbon, but you do need to add some adhesive. So I'm just going to add my snail since I have it out, and add it to my mint Macaron. So when I am doing it so small, it is like the 1/8 around, so it is like a little bit. I just wanted just a tiny bit, not like a whole lot. And then I'm going to let me add it to my note card. I love these note cards. So note cards are fabulous if you don't want to like take a bunch of cardstock with you, or to make your own card bases. If you really like white, this is a great size. I mean, it's not a huge size for like it is smaller than your regular cards, but it is a lovely size, and you can make your DSP go a bit longer. It's fabulous. Love, love, love. Okay, so let's see. How do we want this to go? Like that. We want to make sure it all fits on the card front. So let's do it like that. Muy bien. Okay, so I think because this is not huge poofy, but it is a little poofy, let's add some dimensionals. It's really hard for me not to add dimensionals. And I had them all out. Here we go. So I'm going to use my regular size dimensionals. And I am going to put them right here on top. Right here, because there's the breach. So just keep that in mind. That, okay, I think it's better. Let me add a little, where's my snips? Here we go. I'm actually going to snip 1 in half. And just put it up here in the corners. It's probably overkill, but you see that? I would just snipped it and put it in the corners. That way I have plenty so it doesn't rock. Take off all my little, I love this paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Love. Okay. So we do have it a little bit to the side. Just like that. And let's add some more, it's almost fluffy enough you can add a dimensional. So let's go ahead and just add a dimensional. So it's next to our, where our ribbon is, and the layered on ribbon and the layered on leaf. But make sure you just can't see it on this side, which you can't. So then let's see, do we like it so it goes to the side? So I think I want it to go in, so I don't have to worry about it getting caught in the envelope. Just like that. Muy bien. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. I love, love, love. And then let's add some sparkle. So we have those gold glints. I'm going to use my fabulous gold. These are the gold glitter enamel dots, and again, these are ones that are in the Christmas time. Is here sweet, but they're fabulous. Fabulous. So I'm gonna get a big one. And look, you see I'm using my Pick a tool to like lift it. Now it's on there so I can do it. If it had scooted, I would have, I'll put it down right here. I would have picked it up with this, my tip end. And then I think I really do like the 3. I kind of like it to the side over here. Like I did this one. I did this one a little lower to the side, and this one's higher to the side. I think I'm going to do it lower to the side. I don't really like it on the, I don't really like it on the very bottom. But what I love about these gold enamel, the glitter dots, like really what I love about them is look at how many. There's like, you get 2 of these really big ones and then 2 of the little smaller, but it's like 4, right? You get 4 sizes, which is fantabulous. I love 4 sizes. Oops. You just have to be careful that you don't have it go shooting off into the atmosphere, which I do way more than I should. Oh, I love these so much. Okay. See, now I can't get that little one up. Then, so I've got my, the putty is like bald at the tip. And now I can pull it up and place it right where I want it. Oh, so fabulous. Okay, so I have a big one right here, and I want to also put another big one right here. So I'm thinking like right here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Oh, I love the foil. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. Okay, so now we have a lovely card front, but how do you finish it? So you can put anything you want on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and put Smile again, because I kind of like, and then I'll write on the inside. Now I wanted to show you guys the differences. Let me stamp this again in Mint Macaron. And I'm going to do it on the back, because I like it all, because the back is naked without stuff. Okay. Okay, let me put that ink away. So there's 2 different things that I did. So look at this fabulous. I colored this with my markers, because you can't use your stamping blends because it'll bleed through unless you want to put another piece of cardstock on the inside. But I colored that with, I think it's crushed curry, and I probably should have used soft saffron because it seemed to be a little bit dark. But I was using the more of the soft suede, so I was going with a little bit of a dark. But isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. Or you can just add the DSP. So I think on this one I'm just going to add the DSP because it's safer. When I say safer, it means you can accidentally make a mess on the back. I have on occasion actually messed up stamping on the back, and then you want to cry. If I'm making a bunch of cards or I'm doing the stamp on the back, I'll stamp the back first before I add the card front. It's that way I don't make a mistake. Doesn't that look beautiful? Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. It's very vintage. I kind of like the vintage feel of this, the Ornate Garden Specialty DSP. Designer Series paper. It's really pretty, but very vintage. Super vintage. It's so pretty. Look at that. Muy bien. Oh. And that's just the mini, so that's a mini daisy. So I actually used the Smile is from the Daisy Lane stamp that matches, stamp set that matches the medium punch. I don't know if that's still a bundle. It used to be a bundle. I think it was last year's bundle. There was that matches. And then I'm actually using these pieces, which is for the inside. And that is from the Daisy Delight stamp set, which actually matches the Daisy Punch, which is pretty fabulous. Like, I love it that it all matches. It's so fabulous. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, love, love, love. And so I hope you guys like the gold. It's kind of a different. Now, of course, you can always emboss this in like gold or do all kinds of things. But you can make, or you can do it. One of the fun things about the note cards is, look at that, you can make like a set. Isn't that pretty? A set. So they're very similar, all a little different. You gotta let me know in the comments which is your favorite. If you like the gold, one with the gold accents, or with the old olive, that's the old olive vellum, and like the outside with the sauce weight. Although I wonder if it would look pretty if I'd use the old olive vellum as a back. It's a little bit harder to use vellum as a back. And then this one is the Mossy Meadow with the bow on the side instead of the little loop. So this one kind of combines the two. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's project with the fabulous new Ornate Garden DSP and a couple of our old favorites, the and the punches. I love this punch. It's so fabulous. The pretty label punch and the medium daisy punch, and then this is the leaf punch. And I believe that you can actually get the if you want to like do the lines right for perfect, and this one matches the Painted Harvest. I'm pretty sure is the one that matches that one, which is super cute. And of course there are envelopes that you guys can add. You can add your DSP to the envelopes or stamp, and like those images match. This one matches. So nice. You can add to your envelope. It's so pretty, so pretty. So anyway, so I hope everybody is doing well and keeps doing well. Happy crafting. I'm getting my hopefully we'll have my other camera up and running. We got into a little bit of difficulty with that, but hopefully you guys will get it. And if you need anything, you can use April's host code. As a matter of fact, I have a fabulous special. If you order from me this month, you can get 90 tutorial bundle. That's right, 90. So I participated in a tutorial bundle with my training group, and there was 90 from demonstrators all around the world. And what was fun about it was we had to do it in both imperial and metric, and you can tell I'm very challenged with the measurements, so having to learn how to do it in metric was quite fun. And again, don't forget that you can also get the Christmas time is here sweet stuff. And it doesn't, just because it is Christmas and it's called Christmas time and the Christmas rose, it is a gorgeous double stamp set. So when we say it's a double stamp set, it comes in two different, right? We have a red rubber and the photopolymer, which I think might actually be the first time we've done that. And again, if you're going to get this, make sure you get an F block if you don't have a big one, because you will need it for this gorgeous, huge image that the rose dies cuts out. So it's super pretty. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and rest of your week, and happy crafting. Bye!